Hey everybody, I wanted to just share a lesson with you today on the power of long-term thinking and removing this need for instant gratification from your life. And you know, just like you, I get very, very impatient when things don't go as quickly as I want them to go. And I think we're all like that. We put activities in, we put work in, we put effort into what we're doing, and then we don't see immediate results. So the tendency is to quit or to try something different to see where we're going to get results. And I talk so often about this in my presentations where, you know, we've got to start thinking more long-term. We can't be focused on short-term gratification, because short-term gratification or instant gratification can kill your dreams, and it can kill them very, very quickly. So as you know, I have this weekly email that I've been doing for over a year now. It started out as an email just to my staff, to 60, 70 people. It's now grown to hundreds of people who are following this. And it was probably about 3-4 months ago, about 3-4 months ago, when I was looking at this going, how many people are actually reading this email? I send this thing out every single week. The idea is to inspire people. The idea is to get into your inbox on a Sunday night and go, hey, you got a big week coming up. Let's get out of this Monday morning blues, and let's start attacking it from Sunday night. And what I send out is always experience-based. It's experience-based learnings. It's things that I've learned during my business week, or just things that have happened to me in my life. And I'm sharing powerful, meaningful lessons. But quite often nobody responds to the emails, and you sit there thinking, wow, what am I doing all this for? But what's kept me going is this lesson of doing something for the long term, and understanding that if you keep persisting with something with a disciplined approach, and let me tell you, there are Sundays or Friday afternoons where I really do not feel like writing this email. But as best as I can, I've kept up with it. And what started to happen in the last 3 to 4 months is people are starting to reach out. The numbers on the database are starting to grow, but it's taken an entire year and about 2 or 3 months to get to this point. Now, if you go back a year from now, if I'd done it for a month and just stopped because I wasn't getting any responses or any feedback, I wouldn't be where I am right now, touching people's lives and getting the most amazing feedback from people going, hey Grant, I really needed to hear that today. And that's what fuels me, that's what drives me. But the message to you all and the lesson for you all is, whatever you're doing right now in your business, whether you're putting the building blocks in place, whether you're doing some prospecting and you're sticking to your activities, even if it's something as simple as putting posts on Facebook, on social media, do not make the mistake that nobody's watching and give up. It's so easy to make that mistake, because one day you'll bump into one of your friends who you haven't seen for a long time, and they'll say, hey, I see you doing so well. And they won't tell you why, and you'll suddenly stop and go, how did they know about that? And then you'll remember, wow, I'm putting it out there. Just because they're not liking your posts or sharing your posts, it does not mean they're not reading it. Just because they're not replying to you and giving you feedback, it does not mean that what you're doing is not adding value in the lives of other people. So if you're doing something meaningful, if you're building something for you and your business, keep at it. And I can't tell you whether it's going to take 6 months, a year, 2 years, 5 years. But if you're passionate about it, and you're passionate about the intention of what you're doing behind it, where you're trying to impact the lives of others, or you're trying to build a business to solve a need, or to provide a solution out there in the marketplace, keep at it. As human beings, we do not have a tough enough resilience. We do not keep going long enough because we're waiting for this instant result. And if I can just say from mine that the kind of feedback that I'm getting now is, company CEOs are taking my email and sending it out to the entire staff on a weekly basis. I mean, it blows my mind. I didn't even know about this until recently. I'm bumping into people at my gym, and they're saying to me, wow, your email really touched me. It really meant so much to me. People are starting to email, and once you start getting that momentum and that feedback, it just makes you want to do it even more. So that's my message for this week. Whatever you're doing, whatever you're building, remember, you're building it for the long term. If you're not getting instant results and instant gratification now, the biggest mistake you can make is to give up. If you believe in it, keep pushing, because little by little, you'll start seeing the momentum and you'll start seeing the results of what you're doing. And make no mistake, people are watching. And I always say, when you make decisions and when you take action steps in your life to become a better version of yourself, to improve on yourself and to grow and compete with yourself, people are watching, and you are inspiring people without even knowing it. So keep going and have a fantastic week.